We keep dipping below $82,000. It's obviously been a rocky ride for Bitcoin. What's behind it? At least last time we knew there were some scandals that rocked the world. What's rocking it this time?
This time what we're hearing that it is mostly kind of a risk-off attitude from institutional and retail investors when things start to get rocky elsewhere. If you look at stocks, or particularly in AI this week and big tech stocks, Bitcoin is one of those first things that kind of acts as a bellwether to go because it's such a risky area that a lot of those more risk-minded investors will lay that off. That is probably contributing, but also this has been a pretty bad few months for Bitcoin. It started tumbling in early October when we had a major liquidation event. Then about 19 billion was wiped off in liquidations at that point, and we've lost quite a lot of the ground that was made this year, in fact almost all of it so far. So definitely that is worsening the situation as well.
And I really just have to point out a note that Paul Donovan just sent in of UBS. He says that this is hyperinflation because if you annualize Bitcoin's recent spending power collapse, that would be equivalent to roughly 800% inflation. So that gives us an idea, just in terms of context, just what kind of a collapse this has been. Now, on the other side of the coin, we have Tom Lee of Fundstrat. He sees Bitcoin as high as $200,000 by the end of January. I mean, I guess anything is possible, Emily, is it?
I mean, it's definitely a bit of, depends on who you ask, because we're kind of deciding now, have we entered bear market territory or not. It's definitely been a rough few months for Bitcoin, and that kind of signals that maybe we've hit that wall, and the bull period that we'd had over the last 2 years with Trump coming into the White House is starting to peter out. On the other hand, though, there's a lot more institutional players now than ever before, Tom Lee being one of them. He's also kind of part of one of those digital asset treasury strategy companies that focus on Ether as well. So with that in mind, there is always that kind of bulk buying power that lays underneath that might stop these things from going too far down and could push things back up again if there's enough sentiment there.